Yeah, yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um,
Fact.
dude, it's an absolute pleasure to be back here. We got a little
Yes, sir.
jam-packed podcast today. We're gonna talk about a couple of things. We're gonna react to some videos, some gym fails, and then Dolphins pick six. Just because I like that clip so much, I really want to watch it. And you said
And it's all gonna be in an hour because your boy has to go to work,
it
so we're gonna
is.
cram it. So if
It
we start
is.
rambling, chat, tell us to shut the
Tell-
fuck up and move on, all right? Because we gotta get this done.
yeah, exactly.
We're in and out today.
Yeah.
In and
So,
out.
so,
Faster than Jack in the bedroom. Anyways.
oh,
Sorry, my bad. I take that back, chat. I'm sure he's great. My bad.
so the anabolic window.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Gym things, lifting heavy weights.
So the anabolic window. How do you transition out of that?
Jack, what is an anabolic window?
Thanks, man. Dylan, I'm so happy you asked. Um, oh,
Oh, we're
yes,
gonna get
dude.
canceled on
Yes,
episode 3.
dude.
Oh my god.
Uh, yeah, we still alive. I hope we're still alive. Um,
Wait, is
yeah,
that a
man. So
band mess? No, I'm just
we're
kidding.
gonna we're gonna talk
Transition
about
away
the
from that.
anabolic window. We're gonna talk about structuring your split with the busy schedules. The holidays last week we talked about meal plans
Mm,
and how to like kind of navigate the fridge and the pantry when the
mm,
holidays are among us. But um,
sir.
we're gonna talk about structuring your workouts. Um, and then we're gonna do a couple reaction things, and then we're kind of out of here. So let's just jump right into it because we don't have that long. The anabolic window, bro. I wanted to talk about this because I've had a couple days now where I have been in the gym and have just been super busy, and so I had to go home and like didn't eat anything for like or go to class and like didn't eat anything for like 2 hours. And
Hmm.
I was thinking about it like, oh, like I forgot. You get in the routine, you get a habit, and sometimes you forget that's even a thing. So I forgot that was even a thing until a couple days
Right.
ago when I texted you. And so basically, for anybody who doesn't know what the anabolic window is, um, essentially there's an optimal amount of time uh, before your workout and after your workout where you should be eating meals. In theory,
Supposedly.
supposedly, right?
Yeah.
Supposedly, and so uh, a lot of what's agreed upon is that an hour before your meal or before your workout you should be eating a meal, and I agree with that. We could delve into that a little bit, but then the kind of whole debate is how long can you wait until after a workout until you eat. um and there's skits about it online, and a lot of people make jokes about it and stuff like that, but um
Yeah.
I wanted to touch on just quickly how actually important that is, and how much should we pay attention to that versus just making sure we get all of our meals in for the day. So I know my opinion on all this stuff, but Dylan, I want to hear what your thoughts about. Sorry.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for me, like, I'm not a big believer in an anabolic window. So, like, as someone who knows what their intake needs to be, like, I know when I need to eat and I know when my body needs me to eat. And especially when you've got like a strict diet plan or you've got a certain amount of meals you've got to fit into a day, you can't always eat inside that window right after you train because you probably ate before you trained, right?
Right.
So for me right now, I'm eating sort of every 3 or 4 hours. So if I eat an hour before the gym, which gives me enough time to digest, whatever I've just eaten, and then I'm trying to eat directly after my workout, that's like 2 hours later. Do you know what I mean? So it's like 2 hours between meals is not enough for me where I'm not going to feel sick unless I make them like really small meals. But like if you're on a bulk and say you're trying to get like 4,500 calories in a day, like you're not going to be able to, you know, well, I mean, depending on the person, you're probably not going to be able to have, the right size meals there to keep on track. Whereas, if your meals are evenly spread out like I have them, it's easier to keep down without feeling like shit, like without feeling like you've eaten too much or too sluggish or you don't want to feel like lazy because you've just been eating and eating and eating.
Yeah.
And obviously like some of that does get burnt off when you train, but I just don't feel like me personally, in my experience of training over the last 10 years, has needed to have that food like immediately. I've had, you know, 6 months where I've tried to have intake during my anabolic window, and I've had plenty of times where I've done it without eating in the anabolic window, and I haven't really seen a difference in result out of those two. So, I mean, it could vary person to person. I don't know the science behind it, but just me personally, I don't think it matters that much for my training and my nutrition. So that's kind of where I am.
Yeah, yeah, I'm kind of with you. You know, and I guess this could kind of speak to a larger conversation on like the timing of meals, but I think unless, and this is a common theme with a lot of stuff we've talked about, but like unless you're on a specific plan for a specific show or sport or something like that, um, getting a meal in 1 to 2 hours after your workout is probably the best. That's my
Mm.
recommendation, and that's like you're gonna be hungry usually after a workout, um, and so you're gonna want some of those nutrients anyways. But um, trying to, like you said, if you have your meals planned out and your body is used to a structured diet and stuff like that, then you don't really need
Mm.
to worry too much about that. I don't think it's a huge deal if you're outside of that anabolic window. I think it's fine if um, you work out, you go do something else, you hang out with somebody, or you go to class, or you have some more work to do, or whatever, and then you eat a little bit later. Like that's totally fine. I think what's more important is, and what I think applies to a larger crowd is getting just getting your meals in during the day. And I know last week you touched on like getting enough protein in during the day, and like that's one of the hardest
Yeah.
macros to get in. And I think just focusing on the day as a whole instead of focusing on like this one meal is gonna like change everything, I think is really key, right? So, um, definitely eating post workout is important, I think, but
Mm.
eating pre-workout I think is what's even more important.
More important.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
so I want to touch on that real quick because I think if you want to maximize the output you're getting in the gym and like maximize your strength, maximize your energy levels, and if you have a plan that's a little bit more loaded with exercise, if you plus cardio or something like that, if you want to
Mm.
uh stay stronger, have more energy for longer throughout the workout, especially if you're doing different types of lifts, you're going to want to eat um more. And so obviously it's good to get a little protein in before your workout, but I think what's even more important than protein before the workout is carbs and fats, which
Yeah.
to a lot of people who are trying to lose weight or something like that sounds counterproductive.
Sounds
Yeah, they're
crazy.
like, "What do you mean carbs and fats?" But the reason for that is your body uses carbs and fats just like it uses proteins as fuel for uh, muscle growth, fat burning, fat gain, what like different cognitive
Functions.
processes, functions. Thank you. Couldn't find that word.
It's all right, I got you. I got you.
Stuff like that. And so specifically for the gym, um, utilizing those carbs and fats, your body's going to utilize those carbs first, and then it's going to utilize those fats, depending on what lifts you're doing. And maybe we could touch on that next week. Fast twitch versus slow twitch muscle fibers. Um, but different types of muscle fibers in your body are going to use different fuel sources, and so it's important. And those first come from carbs and fats. First, they come from carbs, and they come from fats. So pre-workout, it's important to get a slightly higher carb, slightly higher fat meal in before your workout, and then maybe a higher protein meal in after.
Mm.
Like the meal plan I'm on right now, my pre-workout meal is ground beef, so it's 93.7 ground beef, but it's a meat that's a little bit fattier, and then it's rice, 200 grams of rice, and then some coconut oil. So
That's
def
like the biggest gym bro meal I've ever had. Like outside of chicken and rice, bro has basic plain mince with
Yeah,
rice
pretty
and coconut
much.
oil. That's like that's like the go-to gym bro meal
Pretty
right
much,
there.
man. With Kinders or Kinders, however you pronounce it, spices. Dude, they have such good spices,
Nice,
man. Buttery steakhouse Kinders, or Japanese
bro.
barbecue Kinders.
I mean,
So good.
that sounds great. I don't think I can get that out here, so you might need to send me some. But
Yeah, we'll send you
kinders or
some.
kinders, if you're listening, we would love a little sample out here in Oz. So
Kevin McConnell said we were talking on the phone earlier in the X chat. Shout out, Kevy. Shout out everybody tuning in on X. By the way,
yes,
he
sir.
says he's lying. He only eats spleens, the spleen prince instead of the liver king.
True,
And Kevin, I
true.
think you're right. I am the spleen
After
prince.
last week, I don't think the Liver King is gonna like us very much. We kind of fried him, but that's all right.
And we did. That's okay. I don't need to be liked by the liver king. That's fine with me. Um,
Thanks.
so yeah, I mean, that's if anybody has any more questions about that, feel free to hit me or Dylan up, on X, or Instagram or anything like that. Our Instagram handles are down here below our names if you guys are interested.
Sir.
And not only following us but shooting us a message, talking about this stuff. I mean, both of us just love this stuff, so we love engaging in conversation about it for sure. So, um,
Yeah, 100%.
yeah, that's kind of the anabolic window, man. Moving on. It's it's the holiday season. It's busy.
Yes, sir.
We talked about that
Mm,
last week. It's important to be aware of the things you're eating, right? But not freak out if you're eat off
a
plan,
little off track.
or if you're a little off
Yeah.
track, or if you want to spend time with your family. Definitely don't. Um, but something that's uh pretty overwhelming to a lot of people, I think, if you're not working with a trainer, which is another reason why you should be. But if you're not working with a trainer or a coach, is uh, trying to get a workout in during the holidays. Now,
Mm,
there's a lot of people I know who are even training for shows and stuff like that who find it hard because you're spending time with family, you're just doing more around this season. Generally, there's a lot of people who are just doing more. Um,
mm.
the like work and school between Thanksgiving and Christmas is like mad busy. So
Chaos.
trying to get those gym sessions in that you have in your program. Let's say you have a 5 day week program, and trying to get every single session in. It can be challenging sometimes. It's not the
Mm,
easiest thing in the world. So um, I wanted to kind of talk about what are some alternatives. Let's if they're trying to go to the gym 5 days a week, but they only have 3 days to go, or maybe they only have 2 days to go. Um, there's definitely alternatives and ways to like change up your plan to hit some key movements, some really good lifts, and not totally burn yourself out and still get like uh, the max out of those lifts
mm.
and those gym sessions. So, um, yeah, I kind of wanted to touch on real quick, and then I'll kick it over to you, Dylan. I just wanted to touch on real
Yeah,
quick,
sweet.
like, um, a lot of people was really common is if you're going to the gym consistently, a lot of people are going 4 days a week, 5 days a week, 6 days a week. That's typically kind of where a majority of people live. And so whether you're doing a push pull leg split and you're doing that twice a week, whether you're doing a body part split, maybe you have like a longer split and it's like 9 days, so you're doing, you know, you're not confined by the constraints of the week. Um, and a lot of people are doing a lot of different stuff. If you're trying to reduce that down to 3 days, or let's say you miss 3 gym sessions and now you only have 2 days left in the week and you have to get the most out of it. Um, if you're doing a push pull leg split, um, and for somebody who's unfamiliar with that, basically what that is pressing movements, so like dumbbell press, overhead press, any kind of pressing machine, any kind of chest movement, shoulder movement, maybe some arms in there if you want to, stuff like that. That's the main focus of push day. A pull day is
Mm.
mainly focused on back, and then commonly paired with biceps, stuff like that. Maybe arms on that day too, and then legs, which is pretty self-explanatory, is legs. If you're on that split, if you're used to it, then I would recommend just instead of trying to do it 6 days a week, do it. Cut out a leg day, cut out a chest day or something like that, and just hit the days that you can because that's a pretty comprehensive split. That's what I would suggest if you can only do a couple days because that's a pretty comprehensive split. But
I just want the chat to note that Jack just told you to skip legs, so you have reason to.
is that why you made that face?
Yeah, bro. Man said skip leg day. I
No,
said
listen, listen, listen,
nah.
listen, listen. I
Nah,
didn't
nah,
say.
nah, 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 nah,
Oh no,
nah.
no. Skip.
See, look, Blake Adu's in the chat is already ready to skip his leg day because you just said he could. Like, see what you're
Done.
doing? See what you're doing here, bro.
I'm
Don't
trying.
encourage these people. They're probably already skipping one leg day. Don't let them skip both.
All right,
Damn.
delete it off the VOD, delete it off the internet. I didn't say
Delete
that.
it. It didn't happen. He didn't say
It
it.
didn't
He did
happen. It
not
didn't say it. No, 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 no.
Two leg days, maybe cut out something else.
If you, if you, depending on how big your legs are.
I mean, I'm fine. I don't know about you, but like,
I only have one leg day now, so that's all I'm saying. So, but if you're on a push pull leg split, a couple of those days on the second push pull legs rotation, you can cut out, focus on spreading out, push pull legs across the week, right? Let's say you only have 3 days. You can do your push on Monday, you can do your pull on Wednesday, and on Friday you do your legs, something like that, or maybe Saturday you do your legs, depending on your work schedule and stuff like that.
is there?
And then when it comes to body part splits, if you're trying to transition or if you miss a workout, don't be afraid to do a full body workout. I think a lot of people, myself included, I mean, I just grew up watching gym videos and stuff like that, so I just
Neglected.
neglected like a full body comprehensive workout, and I think there's a lot of people that do, a lot of people that don't as well. But if you're used to a body part split, say you got a 5-day split and you gotta move that down to 3, it's okay to hit a couple body parts in one day, and cut out some movements. So we're kind of getting a little bit nitty gritty, but the reason I wanted to touch on this one specifically is because my advice, in my opinion, would be to, if you have to cut out exercises, cut out accessory movements and keep compound lifts
Your compound
and
stuff. Yeah.
compound style stuff. So like if you have a bench press and an incline press and then a chest fly and then a pec deck, and you can't get that whole workout in, it's busy, you got to party later, cut out the pec deck, maybe cut out a set of the chest flies or something like that, and just focus on those main compound movements. So, for example, the chest press, the incline press, you're going to be not only working your chest, but you're going to be working your front delt a little bit. You're going to be working your tricep, straightest anterior. So, those compound movements are going to hit way more body parts. You're going to get more work in. You're going to get more bang for your buck in that workout. So, if you have to cut out workouts, if you have to cut out days, focus on keeping the compound lifts in. And then don't be afraid to hit multiple body parts in one day as well. So let's say you have shoulders, you have a shoulder day, a rest day, and a back day, but you only have one day in those 3 to play around with. Don't be afraid to hit back and shoulders in the same lifts. Don't be afraid to hit chest and back in the same lift. Like, it's important to get the work in. It's important to get the damn work in. I think we get wrapped up sometimes. I mean, we kind of touched on this in the first episode, but we get wrapped up sometimes in like, is it optimal? Is it perfect? Is it this, that, and the other thing? And that's good to know. But if you're worried about it, just get the damn work in. Combine your chest day with your back day. Combine your arm day with your leg day. Like, just get the work in. Keep moving forward. Don't be afraid to combine stuff. So I don't know what you have to say on that, Dylan, but I kind of wanted to touch on specifically that compound lift stuff.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. And I've got a bit to say here, so I'm gonna get a quick little stretch in
There you go.
because all right. So, I mean, first things first, like I agree with everything you said, 100%. It is extremely difficult during holiday periods when you've got family visiting, you've got functions to go to, you've got things to do, you're still trying to balance work and life and everything else in between. So, like, what is the easiest thing for people to take time away from, and that is your time in the gym. It's much easier to stay at home on the couch, just chilling out, eating food, doing whatever. So you need to be able to optimize your time efficiently to be able to get the result. And one thing that I actually want to go back to when we were talking about like pre-workout meals and things like that, one of the things that I find, and it ties in with this subject pretty well, you know, people often question supplements. Is pre-workout worth it? Is this worth it? Is a fat burner worth it? Blah, 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 whatever. I find personally that when I train with pre-workout, I'm more focused, and that helps me to not fuck around in the gym. Because when you fuck around, you lose time. You don't realize. So if I have taken pre-workout, I find that I can smash out a 45-minute workout and be deleted by the end of it. Like my body is done, finished, cooked. And for someone who day to day only gets 45 minutes to an hour to train, when I don't have pre-workout, I notice a massive difference. I'm more likely to grab for my phone. I'm more likely to be like zoning out and, staring into space in the gym in between sets. I'm not realizing how long I've taken for my rest, even though, it is good to have sufficient rest. But when you're on a schedule and you're on a tight schedule and you have limited time, things like that can help you to keep your workout moving. Not only does pre-workout help with your performance in the gym, your energy levels, your focus, all those kind of things, it's going to stop you from fucking around. And I'm one that has done many different pre-workouts and tried many different ones, but a lot of them have those same key ingredients that help keep you focused. They've got ingredients that help give you a pump, they give you, extra energy. All of them have the same core essentially. And for me, that's something that has helped. So if you are the type of person that needs to get in, get it done, and get out quickly, that's something that can help to start out. The second thing is what I was mentioning before. When you're in the gym, don't fuck around. Like, you need to get in, you need to realize how long you're resting in between your sets, you need to get it done. If you have 45 minutes like I do to work out, you can't be sitting on your phone scrolling through TikTok. You can't be sitting on your phone, having a look through Instagram or replying to texts and things like that. Like my phone when I'm training, do not disturb. I don't have my phone on, and like that's one thing that my partner knows, that when I'm training, like my phone's on do not disturb. I've got 45 minutes, I need to get this done. I'll text you after. If it's an emergency, call me 3 times so it unlocks the do not disturb and comes through. But that never happens. So
Mm.
touch wood, that will hopefully never still happen. But it's one of those things where you need to have your focus levels when you are in the gym. If you have limited opportunity to get there during the holiday period, you have limited time to be in the gym, don't squander it, don't waste it. Get through your workout, get in, get it done. If you need to put a 2-minute timer on for your rest in between sets, put a 2-minute timer on so you're not
I do
screwing
that
around. Like
all the
that's something
time.
I see so many people do it, and it's such a useful tool because, I'm definitely one, again, when I haven't been having pre-workout or when I'm like easily distracted and things like that, I'll be on my phone scrolling through TikTok looking for like inspiration for editing and stuff for later. 5 minutes goes by. I'm like, I didn't need 5 minutes to rest between chest fly sets.
No.
Like you don't need that kind. Like maybe if I'm doing a heavy compound movement like a squat, a deadlift, or a bench press, like you know, 4 to 5 minutes might not be the worst thing if I'm going heavy.
Mm.
But if I'm doing chest flies, I don't need 5 minutes between sets. Like
Yeah,
that's not where I want to be. So, limiting your distractions, making sure you're there to get the work done, don't screw around while you're in the gym. And that's one thing. If you it's more, I guess, to do with the time of how much time you have per workout. Whereas you were talking more about the days you have to work out. So
yeah.
I guess the third thing I want to touch on in that little category is the days you have to work out, make sure you're getting it done. Like it's the same, like you said, if you need to do chest and back in the same day, do chest and back in the same day. It's not going to ruin everything that you've worked for. It's not going to throw you out. You're going to still work the same body parts. Shit, Arnold used to do chest and back in the same days.
Yeah.
Like he had a chest and back split at certain points. So like if it works for him, then it's going to work for somebody else. It's not one of these things where, oh, I can only go to the gym 3 days this week. I'm not going to make progress. No, like if you go to the gym 3 days and you're doing like a bro split, for example, you're just going to miss two body parts. Like you need to add in those other exercises. So if it means staying at the gym for an hour and 45 or an hour and a half instead of an hour to make sure you get chest and tries done, or make sure you get chest and back done, or make sure you get a really good solid leg day that's going to hit quads, hammies, and carbs. All right, to all you people out there skipping carbs,
Don't
I know
skip
Jack's told
calves.
you to skip leg day.
No.
Jack's already told you to skip leg day once. I'm not telling you to skip it again. So it's one of those things where you can make up the time that you don't have in other places. And so if you've only got 3 days a week to train and you need to hit every body part, you need to be in the gym for longer on the days that you can afford to be there. If that means getting up earlier to go to the gym, if it means staying back later in the gym, then that's what you need to do. Like,
Mm.
I'm not one to shy away from a 5 a.m. workout if I need to do it. I hate it. And I much prefer training in the middle of the day because I've got some food in me. I'm more awake and all those kind of things. My body's running a little bit more efficiently. But if I know my day is flat out jam packed start to finish, I'm going to have to either train at 5 a.m. or I'm going to have to train at 7 p.m. And that gives me an hour and a half to 2 hours to train, get what I need to do done, maybe get a little bit of cardio in afterwards, and then go from there. So it's just about optimizing your time and choosing how to do that. Like you can't just go to the gym 3 days a week and be like, all right, well, I'm just going to train chest today. And then tomorrow I'm just going to train triceps. And then the day after that, I'm just going to train arms. It's like, okay, well, you've just missed 3/4 of your body in a
Mhm.
week. So, it might be a matter of doing chest and back, doing a 2 hour or close to 2 hour leg session so that you make sure you hit everything. And then doing a workout where it's shoulders and arms.
Mhm.
That still hits your five core body parts, in saying that you're going to have to spend more time in the gym because 45 minutes you're not going to get a chest and back workout done in 45 minutes. You might, but like it's probably not going to be as optimal, as we say,
Mhm.
for doing that. So you need to make sure you're getting enough reps and enough sets in per body part every week. And if it means doing longer workouts 3 days a week, or if it means shorter workouts but you're doing 5 days a week, you've just got to find where your balance is and how you're going to be able to achieve the things you need to achieve in the gym.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of my 3-part rant about all
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah, that was super super well said. I want to touch on what Blake Dude said in the chat real quick. He said trainers don't let you waste time during your workout as well,
Yes, sir.
which
Agreed.
Lake Dudes
A good trainer, anyway. A
hire
good
you for
trainer.
PR. Yeah, a good trainer won't let you won't let you waste time, you know? That's it's so true. So true. You know, somebody to hold you accountable, somebody to keep you moving. Those rest times,
Mm,
if it's a good trainer, those rest times are gonna be
mm,
up before you realize it. So
mm,
um but a couple things I wanted to bounce off what you said, bro. One of them is going unless you're like crazy experienced, and I'm talking,
mm,
you know what your coach wants, you know what you're doing, you've been lifting for years, like go into the gym and even experienced people, like go into the gym with a plan, with something written
mm,
down in your notes, in a notebook, on an app if you're using an app, on something.
100%.
Go into the gym with a plan and an idea, even if you just in your notes say like back day or back day,
Mm,
and you're like, oh, it would be nice to do lat pull downs. Even if you have some kind of idea of what you're doing when you go into the gym, it's so important to have a plan because then, like you said, in between exercises, you're like, oh, where should I go next? What should I do? You know, and that's what I
mm,
used to do when I started out. I didn't have any kind of workout plan, and I just went in and didn't know what else to do, so I would spam on
right.
just like 5 sets, nothing else, no other machine was open, so I just do more on them.
Yeah.
And but I didn't have a plan. And so I wasn't able to
Right.
like work multiple body parts. I wasn't able to like get the most out of my lift. And then if when I was done, I was just done. And that was it. So there was no really like pushing myself and stuff like that. But if you go into the gym with a fucking plan, it's gonna elevate you. It's gonna hold you accountable even if you don't realize it. And it's gonna push you to like achieve that. And then the other thing I wanted to touch on is making time for it and how you said like like either you're gonna fit it in at 5 a.m. or you're gonna fit it in at 7 p.m. Like
Mm. Yeah.
gym, eating right, sleeping right, all the stuff we talk about, man, on this podcast, it's only gonna make you feel better. It's you're
Mm.
literally giving back to your body, and I have a lot of conversations about this with friends and family, and we talk about it. It's you're gonna feel so much better after you accomplish a workout. You're gonna feel so much better
Mm.
after you do a little bit of cardio. You're gonna feel so much better when you eat right. You're gonna be functioning on a higher level, literally on a higher level than you would be if you were eating like shit, right? So like there's so many ways that these things affect us that we don't even realize. And lifting is a big part of that. Fitness is a big part of that.
Yeah.
Being in the gym is a big part of that. So like prioritizing time and like turn your phone to do not disturb and like just kind of unlocking or like some people go into the gym and they block out the world. Some people go into the gym and they're like they use it as their time just for themselves. Some people use it as a social space, but whatever you use it for, man, use it to feed back into yourself. What do you need from the gym? That's gonna uh that's gonna affect you in so many ways, especially if you stay consistent with it, man. So um just remember that when you're going into it. And if you start to feel stressed about trying to fit workouts in and trying to fit meals in, and you're feeding back into yourself. You're only making yourself better. Um and it's not just about looking better all the time, man. It's about feeling better too. That's a big part of it, right? When I talk to people, I'm onboarding people, I ask them, how are you going to feel when you accomplish your goal? Because
Mm.
that shit is arguably that shit's more important than
Mm.
how are you looking, how are you, because that can all change, right? Especially if you're working with a coach, that can all change. You can always recomp your body. You can always change uh, how much fat you have on your body, how much muscle you're gaining, stuff like that. Like that stuff can always happen over time, but how you're feeling is going to affect all those things. And so that's why we talk about comprehensive wellness. It all feeds into each other like a fucking web. It all affects each other. So it's really important to not only go in with a plan, but to go in with the mindset of like I'm building myself up, I'm making myself stronger, I'm leaning out or whatever your goal is, like I'm only helping myself, right? And it's only positive stuff. Um
Mm.
yeah, do you have anything else to say about that? Yeah,
Nah, man, I think we hit the nail on the head. I think
man.
we're good with that. Like, yeah, just to reiterate, like, just optimize your time. Like, it's as simple as that. If you need something like a pre-workout to help you stay focused in the gym, or if you need to find yourself a training partner that's going to be like, hey, sets like rest is done, time for your next set. Like, if you need to work with a trainer that's going to keep you in check and be like, all right, come on back to it. Like, let's go.
Mhm.
That's your rest time done. Whatever you need to do to optimize your time in the gym is exactly what you need to be doing to make sure you're efficient when you do have the time to go to the gym. So yeah,
Right.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. All right, dude. Those are some great conversations. Again, if you guys have questions or like you got more you want to say or you got thoughts or anything like that, if you guys are in the chat, go ahead, share your questions in the chat, share your thoughts in the chat. We want to
So
hear from you. We want to know what you guys are thinking. Um, and you guys are it, man. We appreciate everybody watching, whether you're on X, whether you're on Twitch, whether you're on Kick. We appreciate you guys watching and being in here, man. It's just we just love this shit, man. So
sure.
why not talk about it online? So,
Hmm.
before we move on to some reaction videos, bro, I wanted to do a quick shout out, um, to some of my good friends, out in Colorado in Kansas. These guys, every single week for the past, holy shit, 30 weeks, these guys have hosted the Innovators
Damn.
Think Tank on X. Um, just the best X space to exist, truly. Whether you have a project, business, an idea, whether you're trying to be a better leader, whether you're trying to develop better focus, become a better communicator, that's the place to be. Typically, the Innovators Think Tank is every single Saturday. This week, it is tomorrow, November 30th at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Central Time. Um, so if you guys are on X, if you guys if you have a project, a business, or just an idea, if you're looking for a place to learn more about about innovation and the innovation force, if you're looking for a place to collaborate, the Innovators Think Tank is the best place to do it. These guys are incredible. Over here we talk about your health, your nutrition, your fitness, your recovery. It all feeds in to your business, right? Better fitness levels equal better recovery, which equals better cognitive function. Thank you, Dylan. And allows you to create better business decisions, allows you to think more creatively, develop more well fleshed out ideas, and so there's tons and tons of research on that, and that's just one of the reasons why I love shouting out that space, and those guys have been instrumental in helping me get some of this Day Zero stuff started up. So
Yes, sir.
big shout out to the Innovators Think Tank. Those guys are incredible. Again, tomorrow, November 30th, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Central Time. Yo,
Yes, sir.
let's react to some fucking videos because
Yeah, bro, 100%. While you get that loaded up, Blakadooz has just asked in the chat. He wants to know if I can recommend a couple of pre-workout supplements. So I'm gonna do that if you want to start getting our reaction stuff set up.
yeah,
Um, Blakadooz, honestly, like pre-workouts, there's so many out there now, and I can only speak from the ones I've tried in my experience, but um a couple of brands that do come to mind for me out of the ones that I've tried. So Ghost pre-workout, I've found their flavors are great. And they're just a really good overall pre-workout. So focus, energy, performance, those kind of things. It's really well rounded. So the Ghost brand, I do like a lot. We talk about Sebum, so the Savage pre-workout from Raw Nutrition. I've had that. It's good flavor. I tried the blackberry lemonade. I wasn't as big of a fan of it. But I still think that in terms of the like the performance and stuff you gain out of it is really good. One thing I will say with that one though is the scoop size on the Savage pre-workout is massive. So if you don't like
yeah, it
having a
is.
ton of powder in your Jesus, if you don't like having a ton of powder in your pre-workout or anything like that, especially like for me, I usually mix creatine in with my pre-workout to make sure I'm still getting my 5 grams of creatine per day. You end up with a ton of powder in your drink, and it can taste like chalky, and you can almost doesn't all dispose properly. Dispose, is that the right word?
Dissolve.
Dissolve. Sorry, dissolve is the word I was looking for.
Good try,
Dispose.
man. It's all good.
Anyways, English is hard, bro. Okay, it's still early for me. I'm just working.
That's
Doesn't
funny.
dissolve properly. So that's one thing I would warn you with that one. Um, I'm trying to think if there's any others. I would, as much as I understand that I've been drinking a C4 can this morning, I would stay away from C4. This was just free, so I mean, I was going to drink it either way. Um, I would stay away from like your C4 brand pre-workout, especially in the powder form. I don't think they're great. Like they're not bad, but I don't think they're top of the line. And then another one I tried recently that I actually really liked. I don't know if it's available everywhere because I think it's an Australian company. Is It's called Apollo, and I found that that was a really good pre-workout for me. It hit all the right, like ticked all the right boxes. It was pretty solid. But they're kind of the main ones that I would go with. If I think of any others, I'll let you know. Maybe we can touch on supplements again next week in the podcast,
Yeah.
and do a little bit of a deeper dive rather than just pre-workout. Maybe we can go into all supplements next week. Um, but I'll think about it off the top of my head. Yeah, Ghost probably is the one that pops to mind quickly, and Apollo. But yeah, if you like Chris Bumstead and you want to support him, the Savage one isn't bad. It's just the scoop size is gigantic, just so you know. But yeah, we'll talk about it more in future podcasts once we get it rolling. So, Jack, have we got some stuff ready to react to?
Oh yeah, I'm all good. I wanted to
Okay.
throw a quick note on that real quick.
Yeah,
The
go.
the Savage stuff, the raw stuff. Um, I am a little bit biased just because I love that brand. Um,
Yes, sir.
Also, Arms Race Nutrition has incredible supplements, incredible product. What happened there? your mic stand's trying to run away.
He said, "You're done. You said
The
enough today.
podcast is over.
Let Jack speak. You said too much."
The Arms Race Nutrition has great stuff. They have really clean products. And the Savage stuff, the raw stuff, is really clean as well. And when I say clean, like, it's not full of a bunch of crap that looks cool but you don't need. You know, there's a lot of pre-workouts that are like that, and that kind of screw you up. Like while you're working out, I don't know. I've had some pre-workouts that just make me have to run to the bathroom in the middle of my workout. So stick with something like that's really clean. Yeah, that's all I have to say. All I have to say.
Oh, another one before we move on. Sorry. Blakadoo's Total War. If you've ever had or seen the Total War pre-workout, that one's really good as well.
Tiger's
I
Blood's
love that.
really good flavor. Yeah.
Yes, and they have like a Baja something. It tastes like a Baja Blast from Taco Bell. So if you like those, that flavor is
That's crazy.
incredible.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So Total War is up there with Ghost. I would rate that pretty highly. So out of the ones I've tried, if you want to, if you love your Taco Bell Baja Blast, that's the way to go. Total War.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, Jack.
All right. So I haven't seen this video. I watched like one or two just to make sure it wasn't like total bullshit.
Are you screen sharing it or
what are we? No, I only have it up on the stream. If I screen share it, then your face cam's gonna be messed up.
Okay, because I can't react live. I'm going to be reacting delayed if I'm watching it through the stream.
Hold on. All right.
That's the only thing. So unless you want to link it to me and we can 3, 2, 1 it and click it at the same time.
I got it. I got this.
Sure, you got this.
Here we go. All right. Hold on.
Now, you're just going to have to move my webcam, I think.
Yeah. Oh, do I do that? Can I?
At some point, we'll be big enough and this podcast will be popular enough where we can have a guy do this for us and we won't have to screw around.
Here we go.
But
I'll just put you.
And there, that's a great shot of it.
I'll just put you like that.
Right. Oh yeah, we're just gonna widescreen me. What are we doing,
dude? OBS. Whoa, not that, man.
Jack said put him along the whole bottom of the screen. Stretch that bitch out.
Oh yes.
Pause.
Why?
Wait. Pause.
Why OBS? Can I just not crop?
Hold Alt and use the.
Are you serious? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Hold Alt and then you should be able to crop down. Yeah.
Can't believe you're telling me.
See, Jack controls the stream, but I'm the one that knows how to control the stream. So this is just like one thing at a time where we're just figuring it out bit by bit. Jack's learning, I'm learning. It's all good. We're all fine. Everything is fine.
All right.
Yeah, I thought you would have known that, but that's all right.
No.
All I could do is learn something new too. There you go. We're not just a fitness podcast.
See, we're all learning together.
Streaming, everybody. Everybody's learning to be a streamer today. How good is that?
That's incredible.
Okay,
I love it.
Beautifully done.
All right, here we go.
Wonderful. Let's make sure audio works as well here, and then we should be good.
Know how physics works.
Beautiful.
Okay, so before we watch this stupidest gym fails ever 2023 is on YouTube by Daxio. Yep. Shout out.
Yeah.
Joe
Beautiful.
Biden would have time to react.
Oh.
Common sense is.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
Oh,
dude.
no. Oh, not the mirror.
Dude, that's so bad. You know how expensive those mirrors are?
Ah, dude. Oh,
Reason to leave your phone at home.
yo, she. Also, what kind of gym leaves that hazard lying around?
Kind of injury she wants.
Oh, is that the hair?
And headphones work.
I'm legally blind. I like the audio edit.
Who the hell
There's no way. Wait, go back.
he could
Was
have
she?
his anabolic window.
Speaking of anabolic windows.
To leave your phone at home.
Oh my god.
Relax,
Oh,
people.
she
Wait,
copped
is
that.
it
What's
her
the? What
hair or
happens
is it her
here?
back?
This is what I want to.
I think it's her spine or something.
And
Is it?
headphones were accomplice too.
It
Blind
looks
spot.
like her hair's stuck somewhere.
Athletes during lifting, bro. He
I don't
couldn't
know.
miss his anabolic window.
Bro couldn't miss it.
Is he always talking
Oh
about?
my god. Oh, he lost the whole meal too.
Problem.
Ooh.
Oh
That's
no.
When you're an introvert and would rather injury than scream for help.
Oh,
The
bro.
side peaks after years.
that,
what is this edit, man?
picture, that picture just sent me.
But she doesn't want you to beat her PR.
Oh, no.
Right.
Not the fingers, bro.
This mom definitely
Bro,
scared
that's a
her
lot
son
of weight too.
when your gym don'ts have a tricep machine extension.
What in the world are we watching?
Man,
No.
machine totally wrong.
Hey, bro is just rubbing his ass with his back
It's so
crack.
weird.
Spider-Man swing unlocked. And people say Spider-Man isn't real. Cleanest muscle up I have ever seen.
What?
This dude trying to reveal his demon back. He likes big girls and training to
What is this?
What?
What is this?
Bro, pause that. Pause that. This is what happens when you can never find the 20s. Sorry, the 20-kilogram plates in the gym. It's this guy.
Yeah, it is.
This guy has them all in a corner
For
somewhere,
real.
stacked up on his legs, doing a wall sit, which, to be honest, is not an optimal movement to start with. Like, sure, it can be good for strength and holding that position, but like, damn, bro, what are you doing? How many plates is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 22 plates that he has taken from the gym. Bro, there is not a single 20-kilo plate left in that gym. There is not a single one. And I bet you he trains at some like little gym too. So that's all the plates that they have.
Just so you guys know, there's zero reason to do anything like this.
There's no
There's
reason to do
zero
it.
reason to do anything like this.
Yeah.
Look at the way he is sitting. Yes, very distinguished.
Bro, if
This
he
edit
slips
is-
on that wall,
Neville on Nimbus
if he slips on that wall, it's over for him.
Voldemort. God's one wizard and one Jedi Master.
I have to turn the audio off.
What in the
Audio's
world is
killing me.
going
I hate this. Oh man.
Spinal compression. Oh no. Kids, don't try and lift too much in the gym if you don't know what you're doing. Oh, dude. Oh man. Bro's even got the belt on. I can still see his back folding. Oh no.
What?
Oh god.
No
Dude,
way.
that's a lot of weight. Wait, is that one? That looks like Ronda Rousey. It's not, but it looks like her. No, what was that? Coach, what are we doing here? That's definitely her.
He's
He's like, my spine. My spine.
What's going on here?
CrossFit? Oh, wait, he's bro's training his neck.
Training his neck.
Or... Bro's fighting a resistance band.
This is actually funny.
Yes.
This is funny.
Pre-wedding pump.
Gotta look good in
That's
those
what you need.
photos, man.
Said, oh no. Oh,
Ooh,
please.
ooh, ooh.
Oh, God. Oh. As your bro started running away, he said, get away from me. Dude, that's funny. He
Dang.
said, nope.
Dang. All right.
Dude, that was funny. That was funny. There was some
Those are some good
questionable
ones.
stuff in that video, though. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, those are some good
That
ones.
was...
I think I think I can find better ones. Maybe I'll have to spend some time making my own
That's right.
compilation.
There was some good stuff in there for sure.
There's some good
But
stuff
like,
in there.
I like the pre-wedding pump. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a
Like
good one.
that's cool. That'll legit be me on my wedding day. I'll be getting a pump beforehand. But yeah, that was good. And there was a couple in there that were funny. I don't know what dude was doing with like 300 plates stacked on his wall sit, but
Yeah.
man, that's just doing too much, bro. Too much of nothing.
Too much of
Like, is what he
nothing.
was doing.
A lot of those
Too
and a
much
lot
of
of those
nothing.
injuries come from
From stupid shit like that. Yeah.
yeah. If you don't want to get injured, don't do stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
All right, now we're gonna react to this pick six, and we talked like a little bit about the Olympia a couple weeks ago. I think sometimes we're gonna touch on some sports content too, kind of towards the end of these podcasts. I know we're coming up on an hour, and I know Dylan, you don't have a ton of time today, but
Yes, sir.
not only do we love talking about lifting and comprehensive wellness and nutrition and fitness, but we also but we just like to lift, man, and we like to watch sports. We like this kind of stuff.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so if you guys
Yeah.
enjoy this kind of stuff too, we'll spend the beginning of these podcasts kind of talking more about our main topics, and then towards the end we'll react and talk sports and stuff like that. So, we got a little bit for
Also,
everybody. What's up?
just as a quick side note, your mic's clipping a little bit, so maybe like back up an inch.
You don't think it's good right here?
I don't know. I'm just saying what I'm hearing. I'm hearing some pops and
Here we go.
crackles, so like
Here we go.
maybe don't deep throat the mic.
Okay. All right. So now we're gonna react to this 99. Well, the title says 100-yard, but 99 pick six by the Dolphins last week. This was crazy. This is just athleticism all around the board. So here we go.
Is it?
A lateral or whatever here. Meanwhile, he just tries to
Hail
get
Mary.
from everybody, throws it into the end zone.
Boom.
A lot of traffic,
Picked.
and there's a pick on the other side. And coming back
Easy
to
pick.
the
That's just a bad
end zone
throw.
is Holland, and Holland is out to midfield, and Holland is inside the 40.
Oh, look at
Holland is inside
good
the
blocks.
40.
Oh,
I
get you.
believe this.
Give me that, bro.
That's
clean.
crazy.
That is insanity.
That is clean. That was to win,
I think so. Yeah.
or was that early?
No, it was halftime.
Right. I was gonna. Oh, that's bang on halftime too.
Yep.
Damn. Bro, they fumbled that hard.
Hold on, let me get
Damn.
back to the main screen. Yeah. So that you hadn't seen that clip before, right?
Also, speaking of the Dolphins, I saw a meme earlier, and I don't know if we can get this up on screen in a second, Jack, but it was Ty Hill from the Dolphins, and it was a post on X that said, it looks like Ty Hill. What did it say? It looks like Ty Hill went from being Lightning McQueen and ended up being sponsored by.
Oh, I
Dynaco.
saw that. I saw that same
You
post.
see that? Can you pull that up? Can you find that?
I don't know if I can.
Here, I've got it here. I'll link it to you. It's in your DMs on Discord.
On Discord? All right, hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, pull that up on screen, bro, because it's so fun. I can't unsee it now. I can't see it. It says my son pointed out that Tyreek Hill looks like Lightning McQueen joined Dynaco, and now I
Right.
can't see it. Oh, now I can't unsee it.
Here
That's Jack's big head, but we'll get to the meme in a minute.
we go. I did see this. I saw this. I actually wasn't following Tyreek Hill before this post, and then I saw him comment
And
on
then
this
you
post,
followed him after.
and then I followed him. Yeah, that's
I just love that he quote tweeted it, and his quote was "I am speed."
I know, that's so
straight,
funny.
Straight from Lightning McQueen's dialogue. That's so good. Yeah.
Bro, yeah,
I mean,
crazy week in football, man. Crazy week in football. There's
Is there?
lots of stuff happening. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, see if you can get that up there. I just thought it was so funny.
there it is. My son pointed out that Tyreek Hill looks like Lightning McQueen joined Dinoco, and now I can't unsee it. It's so funny. Yeah, that's good.
So good, so good.
Yeah, man, it's a wild week of football. I'm in Chicago, so obviously I watch the Bears. I'm a Bears fan, but
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't really a game with the Vikings. It was kind of like a field goal and then like maybe a touchdown for fun, like just to call it a football game. And that was kind of it. But
Yeah.
win's a win, But I'm excited to see them next year. Their coaching staff hopefully will change. We'll put all the pieces together. We have a great defense. We have a good offense, great quarterback. So I think we can put it together. But yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know if you got anything to say about football right now, but I just wanted to watch that clip because I love that clip. And I wanted to show
Yeah,
you.
bro. No, that's crazy. Yeah, no, it's a crazy play. And like that's the thing, like being Australian, I don't really follow NFL that closely. So maybe
Yeah.
that's something we need to do like in the next few weeks of the podcast. We got to figure out which team I'm supporting. So
Yeah.
right now, like I'm Dolphins purely because of Ty Hill's tweet on Lightning McQueen. I think that's made me a Dolphins fan to start out, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll talk about it a little bit more over the coming weeks. And just figure out whether or not we're going to stay with the Dolphins or if I'm going to have to find another team. But like right now, they're pretty exciting to watch. Like they're very fast. I've definitely noticed
Yeah.
that compared to other teams. They got a lot of quick guys there, and to me, like speed is one thing that always intrigued me. And talking about performance athletes and things like that, speed is one of the things that comes with certain styles of training. So we're probably going to touch on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'll watch more over the coming weeks. NBA stuff, obviously, we can touch on as well. Being a basketball player, I'm a little bit more familiar with a lot of that stuff, and obviously, there's been some headlines around, unfortunately, Josh Giddey and putting a bad name on Australian basketball players. But we won't
Yeah.
talk
Right.
about that this week. We'll touch on that
Maybe
another
next
time when
week.
we got more time. But yeah, that's all from me. Like, love the podcast today, Jack. Always fucking so much fun talking about this stuff with you. Um, Shout out to everyone that has hung out
Yeah, for
in the
real.
chat today, Blake Adoos and everyone over in the X chat, all the Innovators Think Tank guys. Shout out to all of you. But yeah, I'm ready to wrap it up. I gotta get out of here in like 5 minutes anyway. So Jack, if you wanna take us out, go for it, bro.
Yeah, bro. Hey, look. Yeah, I just want to echo what Dylan said. Shout out to everybody who's here. We touched on a couple things today, and I want to recap it real quick. We just went
Mm-hmm.
through the anabolic window, pre and post workout meals, and then we talked about how to change up your split, your structure, your workout structure a little bit, to fit this busy time, this busy holiday season. And then some of these reaction videos, we definitely want to keep doing them. I don't know how, and we'll talk more about that later. But
Mm-hmm.
we'll find some good stuff. We'll find some good stuff for the pod. But we just love doing great ourselves in this culture and in this environment. I mean, it's super awesome to see everybody come through. Yeah, Blake Dudes, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Kevin McConnell on X and Mattia, thank you guys for coming in, chatting, being a part of this. Really appreciate it. Much love to y'all. For real. Hopefully there's no technical issues next week. That would be awesome.
If it is, we blame Jack.
It is, yeah, just blame me. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Thank you to everybody joining in on X. Thank you to everybody joining in on Twitch. Thank you to everybody joining in on Kick. If you guys want to check out more episodes, Dylan's going to talk about that right now.
Yes, sir. Yeah, just before we wrap up and get out of here, make sure you guys, if you do want to support us on all platforms, we are all over the place at this point and soon to be in more of those places. So if you're not subscribed to us on YouTube, right now it is the Day Zero Training Podcast. YouTube episode 1 is up there and episode 2 will be up soon, right, Jack? From last week.
Yes.
Is that up already or it'll be up soon?
It'll be up soon.
Be up soon. And then this episode will be up in the next couple of days as well. So we're trying to get caught up on those. So, some clips and stuff will be going up on YouTube there as well. So make sure you guys are subscribed over there. Again, if you guys are listening on audio platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, any of that, leave us a 5-star review. It does help out a lot more than you think. Anyone on Twitch, Kick, X, make sure you guys follow us and stay up to date with everything. And then again on TikTok, we are the Day Zero Training TikTok account. We will be posting plenty of clips, including one going up right after this podcast, touching on some stuff from last week. So if you didn't catch last week's episode, you can see a little clip of that and an early preview of what's going on there. But we appreciate you guys nonetheless. Jack, if you've got nothing else to say, we can definitely just wrap up right here and send it out.
Yeah, man, that's definitely all I've got. Absolute pleasure again, just to see everybody in the chat. Thank you guys so much for listening to another Day Zero podcast. This Day Zero podcast, episode 3. Next week, we don't know what we're going to be talking about yet, but we're going to be talking about something juicy, delicious, and absolutely incredible. So set some PRs, drink your water, don't skip calves, don't skip abs, and don't skip legs.
Don't skip legs at all. Yeah, so don't listen to Jack. Basically.
Hey, I wish everybody a beautiful week. Continue your holiday season with joy in your hearts and pumps in your muscles.
Yes,
Everybody,
sir.
much love. Take it easy. Peace.
Appreciate y'all. You're later.
Got power over me. You lock me up, don't wanna leave. Use it, the little things. Without you, don't mean a thing. My pride is being too good for you. I'm too good to you. I'm too good to you. My pride is being too good for you. I'm too good to you. I'm too good to you. Light me up, don't you stop.